It will affect every businessman and women. Number one, it's not everybody that know how to press phone. Number one, because many we have so many uneducated women, like those people selling pepper, selling stockfish, many things. Many of them doesn't know how to operate phone. And if you now make a cashless society of a thing, it will affect many of us.
It's quite very unfortunate that we got that kind of policy. I was going through it last night, and I feel like, is this going to be an advantage to we business people? Definitely it's not going to be. It's going, in fact, it is of disadvantage to us, because looking at it, we have to make daily transaction on day we make transactions on daily basis. And looking at it, definitely the the figure of the policy is definitely going to contradict what we do on daily basis. So there is no how we can work towards it. In fact, I even wanted to pay cash to someone this morning. He said he doesn't want to collect the cash, that I should go and deposit it in bank and maybe then transfer to you.
This week has been a roller coaster, right? We saw the launch of Nigeria's first humanoid robot. It has some nice capabilities, I would say, but had an interesting look. Interesting, but that's it. Then FTX funded Cheaper Cash, one of Nigeria's unicorns. It got to a $2 billion valuation. Just announced that they've laid off 12%, 12.5% of their employees. And the engineering team was the biggest hit. Software engineering is supposed to be the future of work, but I don't know. Then Move quietly laid off employees or let employees go, depending on who you ask. The source close to the matter says it was a layoff to save cost, but the company is saying it was a dismissal because of performance issues and gross misconduct. But that's not the biggest story for today. The biggest story for today is the CBN's new policy. Every December, we see some Christmas gifts from the governor of the CBN, Godwin Emefiele. They've just introduced restrictions on cash transactions. Yes, you can't withdraw more than 20,000 naira from an ATM in a day, and you can withdraw more than 100,000 naira from an ATM in a week. Then over the counter, you can withdraw more than 100,000 naira for individuals, and corporate companies or organizations can withdraw more than 500,000 naira, which is very, very weird. If you want to do anything above these numbers I just mentioned, you have to take special permission, bring driver's license, and just a bunch of other stuff, and you need special permission from the CEO of the bank. And yeah, just go and look at the article we published on Techpoint Africa for more info. But yes, let's talk about this. How does it affect you? How does it affect everybody? And who will be the biggest winners of these policies? That's what we're here to talk about. And yes, our senior editor, Oluwanifemi Kolawole, is here to talk about this today. She's looking calm, collected, and gentle. Welcome, Oluwanifemi.
Thank you, Emmanuel.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So it's has caused a lot of reactions online, right? And we need to know what exactly the CBN is doing. So we just learned that this policy will take effect from January 9, 2023. So yes, you have the whole Christmas to amass as much cash as possible.
Why are you giving them that idea?
Not investment or financial advice. Good. So what is it? Oh yeah, they're changing the cash. So yeah, hold the cash wisely. Yeah. So what
Okay,
is the CBN doing? I'm confused. Even the questions is not coming to my mouth well.
Right, you've mentioned what CBN is doing.
Okay, why are they doing it?
Why are they doing it is because the general understanding is that they want to reduce the amount of cash in circulation and also reduce how much people undo cash, right? And it's like it's not really a strange thing, right? Government government apex banks come up with regulations and monetary policies
Yeah,
that
but
should guide how much should be in circulation.
but
right?
usually, I mean, I had a little chat with ChatGPT, and and it was like these are usually temporary measures, usually introduce this thing. So, but if this is going to be what is going to be for the foreseeable future, then what is the CBN's end game? Inflation, cashless. What is the end game?
The end game is to make sure many people adopt electronic payments, right?
Is that what they said?
this, okay, when a CBN governor says we are trying to make sure that every Nigerian must, that was the word in the announcement he made when Naira was celebrating its 1 year
Oh,
anniversary.
so that was around October, right?
Yes, October. Like
So they've been
must.
planning it since
Yes,
that time.
every
Before that
Nigerian
time.
must be able to use electronic payments and reduce the number of cash they handle. So that is the end game. But going by what goes on around the world when policies like this are introduced, the reason why they are short term is because by the time they have introduced it, within those short term, people now gravitate towards electronic payment more than cash. So by that time, you don't really need to
Okay.
implement it
I,
again.
I get it. But Nigeria's economy really thrives on cash, right? Our informal sector accounts for almost 90% of businesses in Nigeria, right? And these are usually sole proprietorship. And 90% of these 90% are not usually registered businesses. They're just shops and they all thrive on cash. They are not under the tax bracket. Is this not going to affect them because these people rely heavily on cash?
It will definitely affect them, and I think maybe this is not the right thing to do. But maybe I want to laud the federal government for giving them like 1 month notice, because most of the time some of these policies just come and the implementation takes effect in maybe in 2 days or 1 week, but they have 1 month to make the decision of
but
what
we're talking about people
they
that
want
don't
to.
have access to financial services. They don't have bank accounts. They probably don't even have an internet connection.
So the thing is, the federal government understands this. Like the large population of Nigeria are actually
They
not
do?
financially literate. Of course, they should.
Okay.
They should at least they control NIB, the interbank
NIBs,
NIBs, right? So they know what the values are saying. They know who is using what. They know how many people have bank accounts. They have all this through BVN or NIN or
but
anything.
Data Fight says in 2021 there was 26 trillion naira worth of cash processed that the banks, the Nigerian banking system or the financial system, could not account for.
Not account for. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So they know all this, but the thing is that they are probably hoping. I don't know their mind, but they are probably hoping that these people that are not financially included or that are the unbanked, they will find a way to adapt. And one of the ways they will want to adapt is by probably opening an account and using electronic payments. But from what I've heard from this informal, these people participating in the informal economy through a like going out and speaking to them, what their consensus is that I can't have money in bank and you can't give me. Like I've actually passed my boundary for actually putting my money in bank. So
you can give you just need permission from CEO.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, why should I get permission to collect my money? So they are saying going forward, they are going to keep their money with themselves.
So
right.
once they make money at the end of the day, I can understand this. So, but thinking about this, for me, I think the biggest winners of this will not be the banks. The banks have a lot of things to deal with, right? They have more HNIs to chase. They have more bureaucracies to handle. But for me, the biggest winners would be the telcos, because we talked about areas without internet connectivity, areas that the banks cannot reach.
I think I should chip in there.
Okay.
Like one of these, they raised 2 issues. Some people playing in the informal sectors, they raised 2 issues that it's not as if they don't want to take transfers or card payment. And most of the time, internet network has to it delays the payment, and the trust level of Nigerians with cash, we owe it dearly to us, right? So if some of them suggested that if the country is able to fix up its internet infrastructure and the interaction between banks, if they can be able to fix this up, then why can't they adopt it, right? So if those 2 things are in place, there's no reason they won't adopt it.
Yeah, but that's also where the telcos come in with their PSB license. All the telcos now, they have a payment service bank license. They can hold cash. So mobile money, you don't even need internet connection. USSD, you can even send cash with text message.
Yes, so we need to get to that point. because not everybody will use a smartphone. Not everybody
text
is
message.
literate alone, right? So if you can get to the point where M-Pesa is in Kenya, right, you will be able to convince these market women or the older people that this is what you can do and it's possible.
Okay, so that's a possible benefit. More businesses go digital and stuff like that. Okay, that's an interesting one. So yeah, that was quick, short, sweet, and we know we left a lot of things on the table, but yeah, we're going to be giving you more content. Watch out for some of all this. Check out my article on who the biggest winners would be. I don't think it will be the banks, possibly the fintechs, but the telcos, they already have the infrastructure, they already have the reach. Then there's also the businesses that are trying to, those startups that are trying to make companies go digital, informal businesses go digital. I think those guys will also be big winners from this. So let us know what you think. Check out the articles on Techpoint Africa, on the benefits and the drawbacks, and of course, who the bigger winners will be. Then Nifem is also working on an article that explores how it has fared in other countries and what they did to make it work. And of course, there's also a country that has done exactly what Nigeria did before and actually failed woefully. But I'm not going to mention the name. Just go to Techpoint Africa to check out the stories. So yeah, any other thing? Did I miss any other thing? Yes, please check out the videos on YouTube channel. Check out videos of Nifem interviewing these informal guys. Check out the videos of Techpoint FinTech Summit. Thank you for attending the Techpoint FinTech Summit. I saw a lot of you guys there, a lot of our viewers and listeners. And yeah, I want to say we love you so much. And don't forget, tomorrow is Pitch Friday. Tomorrow the 9th of December. Tomorrow is Pitch Friday, and it will be the final Pitch Friday for the year 2022. It's been an awesome year. It's been a very, very, very insightful year. And if you want to come and validate your idea, you want to get feedback for your idea, and also learn from really, really seasoned experts from in the tech space about things from investments to hiring to cap tables, how to set up your cap table and all of that, please don't miss out. It's by 4 p.m., right? Or 5 p.m.?
4 p.m.
4 p.m. Good. So see you guys tomorrow. And Techpoint Africa Podcast is about to round up for the year. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.